Hello. I am so excited to start this class. Public speaking has always been something that I've been pretty good at. I never had a tough time communicating with people or getting my point across. I've always been pretty well spoken. At the same time, though, I am so excited to start this class because I feel like it will be an opportunity for me to practice kind of putting my ideas together and communicating in an effective manner. And also, it'll be a really cool chance for me to just kind of lean into the nuances of effective communication and how to really communicate with people in a deep way, in an effective way. So I'm really excited for that. Let me start off by introducing myself. My name is Caleb Hevren. I'm a music business major with an emphasis on worship leadership. I started college a little bit late, and there's kind of a long story reason for that. So I grew up musical in a musical family. Both my parents were music teachers. So I grew up singing in choirs. I grew up having the opportunity to help my dad in the worship band playing drums. Also in high school, I played in band on the percussion side of things, and it was really fun for me to learn all that. And in hindsight, I knew that the Lord was preparing me for where I'm at now. So that's a really, really cool thing. After high school, I decided to go to Texas A&M Commerce to pursue a instrumental kind of situation with my life, and I joined their band program. As it turns out, though, I wasn't quite ready for that because I got in a little bit of trouble before school started and it didn't quite work out. I got kicked out of the band program. At that point, I went back home. I was feeling a little bit stagnant, like I wasn't doing anything with my life. So I decided to pray this prayer, and I wanted God to send me somewhere. And that was so quickly answered because right after that, I got this really great opportunity to go to Costa Rica. And it was supposed to be sort of just like a 2-month long find myself kind of trip. And it ended up being so much more than that. It was so much fun. And because I got involved with the local church there, it ended up being almost 2 years. So that was really cool. The pastor there offered to pay my rent in exchange for me to initially fill in on the drums, and then it transitioned quickly to me playing all sorts of different instruments and singing and helping with this and that. And that was just an incredible experience. So that was where I realized that I was called to worship, and that was a very obvious moment for me that this was what I was meant to do. So that was a really wonderful thing. So after that, I decided to come back home for a while. At that point, I worked for about 2 years at Guitar Center as a salesman. And that's another thing that I can look back on and see that the Lord was preparing me for where I'm at right now, because I was able to hone my music skills, my social skills. I learned a lot about basic sound and basic, how guitars work and all that kind of fun stuff. So that was a really enriching experience. After that, COVID happened. I got a little bit stagnant again. That's when I made another prayer, and my dad recommended that I go to DBU. So I gave DBU a call, and things have been really awesome. I've been so blessed. And that kind of leads me into the answer to the question that this whole speech is about. What I am proud of myself for at this point is that I didn't give up. It's been a long journey. I have been in college for 5.5 years. I'm old. I got gray hairs in my beard. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I haven't. And because I know that the Lord has been faithful and He has brought me this far, and that's just been a really incredible thing. And one last thing, to answer the final question, if I could meet one person from history, alive or dead, this is a bit of a weird one, but he's my favorite YouTuber. His name is Mr. Sunday Movies, and I would want to sit down and talk to him about movies that he likes and that I don't like, and it would just be so much fun to actually talk with him about that, because I've been watching him for years, and that would be such a fun thing for me. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and this has been my introductory speech.